Oh man, we're deep in this shit. We are deep. We're going real deep. We're deep. In our Get Review interview with Yoko, Taro said that the female members of the development team demanded a male heroine. Yoko taking their request to the extremes led to the initial idea of Kanye's intersex condition. Wow, they demanded a male heroine. It's like, we demand a penis! And it's like, alright, I will give you a throbbing penis. God damn it. During the second part of the interview, it was the graphic stabbing scenes and blood that led to the game's mature rating, not Kanye. Later, he shared that he thought her biology would be a huge reveal for players to discover and was surprised when it was included in the earliest advertisements of the game. Was it? I never knew it was included. I would have thought they'd leave it as like an end thing where it's like, guess what? Your waifu has a penis! And then you just see all the fanboys go. Oh, I'm a sick Alright. Around the world in 80 days. Jokes on them. I'm into that shit. Oh my. Alright. Let's, you know. Around the world in 80 days. Woo! Can we... Is there an Emil song? No, let's not. Let's stick to this. We have a nice vibe going. I think music in the background of reading is very effective. Around the world in 80 days. Jumping and spinning, a traveling head. Flying and circling, but still ahead. Oh man. Day 1. Walking on the desert is such hard work. Ah, I got buried again. Ugh. But landing on the sand isn't that bad. At least I didn't land on rocks. Even Sister's body may not be strong enough to survive that kind of fall. The people of Facade are really something to be able to walk like this no problem. Speaking of which, even though NieR had trouble walking on sand, he is still a lot faster than me right now. Looking like I need to find a way to restore my body. What should I do? It's just sand everywhere. Could I use magic to create a body using sand? No, wait. How can I use magic without my hands? I don't even have a staff. How troubling. He's so matter of fact about it. Maybe I could use magic. No, wait. I can't. I don't have a body. I don't have hands. This is concerning. It's just like... Nothing really dampens your spirits, does it, Emil? Like, you are just so... My god. Like... You motherfucker, I love you. No. There is no use just standing around and doing nothing. I'll try it. Maybe it's easier than I think. Even if I don't have my staff, I just need to concentrate my magic. Oh. The sand has settled. Looks like my magic has nothing to do with my hands and stuff. Yay! I should be able to make a body now. And I can walk around as usual. Eh? Ah! It sunk! My head sunk into my body! Ah! It fell apart! Looks like the sand isn't enough after all. Oh well, as long as I can use magic, I should be able to restore my body. If I have some stronger material to work with, I'll just keep trying. First, I need to leave the desert. It'd be nice if I can just roll on dirt. Ah! I'm buried again! Imagine you're like in the middle of the Sahara Desert or some shit and you trip over something. You're like, ah, was that a rock? you move the sand, it's just like a big smile. Oh, hello there. Ah! Talking skull. I'm not a skull, I'm Emil. Thank you for finding me. I've been buried here for 16,000 years. I was starting to get worried no one would find me. It's like, how have you not lost your shit after all this time? Oh my god, Emil, how I can't eat, oh my god. I needed that. I needed that. Oh man. Whew, that was something. Wow, where did that come from? I feel so lightheaded from all that laughing. Let me grab some oxygen before I pass out. Wow. Emil's really a character, isn't he? Day 9. I'm finally out of the desert. I've had enough staring at the same scenery every day. I'm finally on top of something that isn't sand. This time it's rocks, and it's really sturdy. Looks like it's too sturdy and too uneven. It's so hard to move around. Oh, I bumped my head. This is different from the desert. If I continue to move like this, I'll just chip away at my HP. I really need to make a body. It's rocks everywhere. I should be able to make a body this time. Yeah! It's so hard without my staff. I wonder if I can use my voice instead. It'll be a bit weird, but I don't care as long as I can use magic. Good, I'll make a strong body this time. I need to get back to the others. Kana and Wes must be fighting again. Eh? I can't move. Why? This body, it's too heavy. Well, it's rocks. Day 17. I finally gotten out of that rock field. Thanks to the experience, my head and my HP took quite a beating. But it's no use talking about that now. The ground that I am on is quite normal. The hardness of the mud being just right. I'm so happy. This is even a beautiful lake here. Unlike the northern plains, there are some waterfowls here. They must be able to live peacefully without the shades. I feel like I can find some raw materials here. What should I make? I need something that can support my head but not too heavy. Something light. Something light. Oh, I got it! What about the waterfowl feathers? I've read that birds are made out of keratin. It's rather soft, but if I collect a bunch of them and fix them with magic, they should be strong enough. And more importantly, they're light. If I have to move quick, I can just go with something that's lightweight. There are so many waterfowls here, so there should be a lot of feathers falling off naturally, right? If I just wait in the downwind, I should be able to get a bunch of feathers. Anyways, I need to wait for the wind to come. Day 24. It doesn't work. Not a single feather has flown here. He's fucking waited 7 days. He's just been sitting there for 7 days. 7 fucking days. And then he's like, it doesn't work. Not a single feather has flown here. The fuck? And it doesn't look like it's the season for them to grow new feathers. There is no choice. I have to forcefully take them. I need to catch the waterfowls and pluck out their feathers. No, I won't be too cruel. I'll just take a bit and leave enough feathers to fly. Let's go! Charge! Ah! How can I catch any waterfowls without hands? Oh no, I fell into the lake! God damn it, Emil! God fucking damn it! Oh my god! Just, oh my god! He's lucky he's immortal, otherwise he would not have survived. I probably got tetanus from that. My entire body, no wait, my entire head is wet. I get it. Even though I'm just a head, I seem to still be able to swim. How? Next time if NieR fell into water, I should be able to help. Yay! What, is NieR gonna grab onto a giant ball while drowning? My god. Day 26. Oh my god, 2 days later. In the end, I only got a tiny amount of feathers. I probably got enough to make a single finger. Maybe I should just make some clothes first. Appearance is very important though it sucks that the clothes would smell like birds. Eh? Why is a wolf there? I'm not edible. I said I'm not the bird's friend. Ah! That was scary. Good thing my head is okay. The only thing that got taken away is the feather dress. But you can't even eat feathers. What a silly wolf. But don't wolves live in the desert? Is it separated from the pack? But it doesn't look like it belongs to the same pack as the ones that attacked Facade. 5 days later. It's here again. No, this isn't a wolf. It's a huge beast. What's it called? The feline carnivore. No, there is no time for this. I gotta run, or I will likely get eaten. If I get hit by those sharp claws, even Sister's body would die. What is it, a panther or a lion? Ah! I'm not eaten. I'm just getting rolled again. Oh, it's doing it again. Ah, wait! It's using me as a toy? It's a cat, isn't it? So this is the playful nature of feline carnivores. Ah, I don't care. Stop rolling me around. I'm not a ball. Ah, right. Can't I just use magic to fly away? Oh, I managed to escape from there. I still feel a bit dizzy. He could just fly this entire fucking time? Oh my god, Emil! Oh my god! 2 days later. I've been looking back at what I was doing this whole time. I should have figured out I could fly from long ago. 33 days. 33 fucking days. I could have saved myself from all the pain in the rock field, and I could have left the desert much earlier. 33 fucking days, Emil. You spent 7 days waiting downwind for feathers. Use your head, Emil. It's all you have. I have also been thinking about the issue of finding materials. The idea of using a single type of material is wrong. We need so many different materials, so we were strengthening our weapons in the junk heap. Though I should think it over if I were to go to the junk heap. It really creeps me out every time I look into the younger brother's eyes. I heard he cut his own arm. I wonder if the rumor is true. I mean, maybe he was hungry. Speaking of which, how should I collect raw materials? I guess I could find some on the ground or by the sea. It's not important to put some hard work into it. Day 59. Man, if you guys want to see something fucked up, watch Hannibal, the TV series. Watch it. It is messed up. It is a messed up TV show. Watch it. I don't even see the lake anymore. Guess I've gotten pretty far. It's really messed up. I've been going to a bunch of unknown places. Even if I haven't been around the world yet, I must have been at least 1/4 in it. I thought it would be safer to fly at first, but it's surprisingly dangerous. Not only are there dangerous birds up here, but there are also shades with wings. Of course, I could fight them off with magic. Still, my luggage, those raw materials I collected. The more I am carrying, the harder it is to fight. I need to use magic to carry my luggage, to keep myself flying and to attack enemies. I need to do all 3 things at once. I exerted so much my eyes shoot out lasers. But there is too much luggage now, so I'm just rolling around the place. I can find iron core, natural rubber, clay, etc. Around the sea I can find some drifting wood and black pearl. But that fight with the giant spider sure was scary. He was fighting Shelob. God damn it. Day 66. It's seafront. I'm finally here. I'm so close to NieR's village. I've got a bunch of raw materials too. I just need to fly right there now. I want to see NieR right now, and Kaine and Weiss. Eh? Why are there a bunch of seagulls flying towards me? Maybe they think I'm invading their territory. No, it's a misunderstanding. Don't come. It's hard enough carrying all this stuff. I fell in the water at the end. Never thought the seagulls would be so violent. This sucks. If I've gotten wet with seawater, it will be all sticky even if I dry up. Isn't this the rust bucket that NieR used to strengthen his weapons? Maybe I can use this to strengthen my body as well. Damn that fucking rust bucket! Diving in the sea once in a while is kind of fun. Wow, what kind of fish is that? Oh right, it's the Dunkleotus. NieR had a lot of trouble catching this fish. It was a challenge for him even after NieR received training from that weird old guy. No, I'm not edible. My head is really hard. You'll break your teeth. Ah, it wants to swallow me whole. No! Thank goodness I survived. I really need to recreate my body so I don't have to run into these things anymore. Wait, did the fish actually eat him? So did he have to wait 14 days for the fish to poop him out? Imagine pooping out a meal from your butthole. Your butthole would be stretched to unimaginable proportions. Day 80. I should be able to make a better body with all this material. I hope I can make something that is powerful and cool. Okay, let's start. Put the material on the floor. Concentrate. Boom. It tried to eat him. Oh, well in my head canon, he was eaten and he was pooped out. And the fish never wanted to eat big things ever again. Eh? What's with this bad feeling? Why is the stopped clock smoking? No, there are sparks flying out of the pyrite. Did I mess up? Ah, it's burning, it's burning. The old book is burning. It looks like it blew up. Ah, ow, 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 ow. How did it? Looks like I flew very far. Wait, this isn't the desert. I got sent to the beginning again? Oh, Sebastian was right when he said I was only good at screwing things up. It turns out he was serious. How will I be able to restore my body if this keeps up? Kane and Weiss will probably kill each other if I don't hurry. Kane is so violent and Weiss is so annoying. I need to get a move on. I want to see NieR soon. First, I need to get across the desert. Well, how did he get teleported? Oh my god. Oh yeah, the explosion. Oh my god. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, come on. Emil, you fucking cinemuffin. You... Jesus Christ. No wonder Emil was selling junk and shit. He's a hoarder. He's a damn hoarder. Three years after ending D, Kane discovers the secret. 3 years? It took 3 years? Holy shit! 3 years after ending... Holy crap. That's next week. That's next week. But holy shit. You know what? I'm actually going to have to ask the girl if I can use more than one thumbnail. I'll offer to buy her a teddy bear or something. Because the artwork is really good. Because if I was to zoom it in like this, imagine this as a thumbnail. Like this. I'd have to do it here just so it hides this. But people would click on that. So hard. I'll have to ask her if I can use more than one image. I'm going to be like, look, I was reading the light novel thing. And like, I really want to... Yeah. I'm sure she'll be cool with it. I'll buy her something. I'll give her a gift or something. I think she does commissions. But since she's already drawn it. When Kane asked Emil about his new body, he said it would take too much time to explain it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what he did. I don't want to know what he did. Okay, so new format moving forward. I am going to edit out those little discussions that we have as separate videos as well to try to boost, you know, people discussing stuff in the community, which would be really cool. I've got plenty to do, plenty to edit, and as always, I am behind because there is just a mountain of stuff, but I seem to be doing it decently. I seem to be releasing reaction videos daily on the reaction channel, give or take. I sometimes miss it by a day, but what can I do? Copyright's a bitch. I seem to be releasing gaming videos every second day because the sheer amount of time it takes to export is just impossible to do it daily. Like, fucking impossible. So I seem to be doing a decent pace. I'm editing out the reactions for Patreon as quick as I possibly can. I like posted Invincible within hours of watching it. I edited out Overlord and Attack on Titan within 48 hours of us watching it by staying up really late. I'm just trying to get things out of the way as quickly as possible because if I don't, the backlog just gets bigger. And so I'm going to try finish exporting all of Full Metal Alchemist for YouTube today. So during the week, I could chip away at NieR Replicant editing because I've already edited and exported all of Persona. It's just, yeah, I'm being a good boy. A lot of fans would have clicked on this. No, not that one. The censorship makes no sense! Makes no fucking sense! This is me reacting to the censorship. Ah, yes, the two ogres. He's like, which one would you take? ¿Por qué no los dos? I have a theory that the two ogres were actually Rem and Ram. And when he said, ¿Por qué no los dos? She was like, threesome? So cute. Oh my god, she did the same thing her parents did. Rem was held prisoner and shamed by that man. I'm having a lot of fun here. I am having a lot of fun here. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I could not have created a better thumbnail myself. This is just beautiful. These are just golden. You guys remember this moment? Don't underestimate humans! Nani? Sorry we're going on a tangent, but... you got a hand. Oh my god, these are always fun. I love this style. I would always... You know, these... Man, look at those fucking teeth. That death glare. Potato! Oh, we have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of fun here. Let it all out. Let it all out. Yeah, that's just... Yeah. Oh... We're growing. Look at the OG squad here. These guys are about to drop an album cover. These guys are about to drop an album cover. We're definitely having fun. We're definitely enjoying a broader catalog of content. Hottest mixtape of 2021. Hell yeah. We're definitely watching anime, playing games, discussing. We finished watching Invincible. Definitely having a lot more fun than we did before. Definitely have more variety. I'm trying to convince Hachan to join us on Fridays. Because she's like, you're streaming on Friday again? So I'm trying to see if I can convince her to join us on Friday. To do some streams with us. She would definitely not want to do any of the editing. Because she's too busy. She's running 2 channels and English teaching on her own. But if I can convince her to join us on Fridays, we could have like a joint stream with Hachan. And it could be a lot of fun. Her reactions are just glorious to things. So we can have a lot of fun with Hachan. A lot of fun. She's just entertaining. You guys know, she's fucking entertaining. Her perspective is so innocent. Yet it's so Japanese. Like, she's sometimes unknowingly racist. But it's just normal in Japan. It's one of those things. You just have to see it. You just have to experience it. It's beautiful. It's just so pure in its beauty. And it's so bad. So last stream of NieR, isn't that video about the time between NieR and NieR A out? It might be. I'm not sure. It was that guy that was... We'll take a look next week what's available. That gives whoever's doing it an extra week. But yeah, next week we'll finish reading up what we're reading. And then we'll use the remaining time to take a look at all the videos that are sitting under NieR. I'm sure there might be a few. I know there's a lot of content creators now creating new stuff, which is really cool. We'll see what that is and we'll react to it. And then I also got to react to what's going on with Activision. I didn't want to do it early into the weekend because I don't want to start it on a negative. I'm having a lot of fun. So next week we'll do the story. We'll do a few videos. We'll have 4.5, 5 hours. We should have plenty of time to cover it. And then we'll close the book at that point. And then hopefully by the time we get another NieR Automata vote and story vote, NieR Replicant's going to be up to date on the gaming channel, and we have a few more people joining us. That being said, the action game slot's going to be voted on again, which is awesome. Pretty good. The timing might be a little bit funny because I think there's going to be a vote for Attack on Titan soon. I think we're up to... Yeah, we did episode... So, fuck. After Monday, Attack on Titan's going to be voted on for what takes that slot. And then after that, the action slot's going to be voted on. Wow. We are having back-to-back votes. That's insane. So it's going to be action and then anime vote. And then, I'm going to be honest, Overlord Season 2 is not that long. And we're already on like episode 3 or 4. We're going to end up doing another 3 this week. And then the anime vote for Attack on Titan. Then we do another 3. The vote for NieR Replicant will take us to 11. And then that Monday, we're going to finish Season 2. And then we're going to have the vote for what replaces Overlord Season 2. We are fucking back to back. And then there's another vote for another anime. So it's basically going to be action, anime, and depending on what the action game is, possibly another action vote. It's like, fuck. There's votes back to back. That's insane. That's just insane. We've never had that happen like this. We went through a period where we voted a game and a slot was locked for like a year. And then it's like back to back, back to back, back to back. I'll post another post. I'm always posting for people to add their memes. So every time we're about to do a finale, I ask people to share their memes. That way everyone can save the memes, see the memes, post the memes. We'll get all of the memes. I'll do the same thing for NieR and I'll reach out to that girl again, asking her about the thumbnails. I think she'll be cool with it. I'll charm her. When I'm dealing with girls online, it's always a 50-50. I can always get onto their good side because I'm a guy, or they hate me because I'm a guy. It's always one or the other. There's never a middle ground. I found it really weird. I found it weird that sometimes girls will be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Da, 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 da. And then the other girl's like, ooh, you're a man. Fuck off. And it's like, the fuck did I do? Why? Because I was born with a penis? That's discrimination. So, yeah. Next week's gonna... Man, like, I'm having so much fun. It's nuts. We're streaming 4 times a week. 4 times a week. Friday didn't even feel like Friday. Friday was like, fuck yeah, stream day. And then Saturday, Sunday. Monday didn't feel like Monday because we had the stream day. So I had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then stream. Like 3 days that felt like work. And then stream. Fuck. I do not want to go back to the office. I cannot see myself returning back to the office after COVID. I can't. I wake up 15 minutes before my first meeting. I saved 2 hours. I used to wake up at 6:30 to get to work hopefully around 8:30 for a 9 o'clock meeting. I now wake up at 8:45. I just put on a pair of pants and boil a coffee. I cannot go back to waking up at 6:30 in the morning to go to work. Like, that just seems ridiculous. 2 hours every morning. That's 10 hours a week. Plus the way home, 5 to 10 hours. That's 15 or 20 hours a week I spend going back and forth that I don't get back. Unproductive time. Why? Oh, because you need to be in the office. Why? You fuckers are paying rent for the office. Why? Just so I'm there. You can argue that there's a loss of productivity by not having people in the office, but that's offset by the savings of not having people in an office. Back to 3 streams a day. When we go full time, it's going to be, I think, most of the time 2 streams a day. So it's going to be a morning slot like we're doing now, and then there's going to be an evening slot. So there's going to be like an 8-hour gap in between. That way people can attend whatever slot works for them. At the same time, we're going to be able to stagger content, because we're going to be able to vote for the time slot. So if we have, for example, morning slots, say, for example, an action game might take 3 morning slots a week, and then another game will be voted to take 3 evening slots a week. And then you're going to have a reactions, maybe 2 morning slots a week, and you have 2 pieces of content. So you're going to be able to play 4 games simultaneously and react to 4 shows simultaneously. Think about that for a minute. We currently play 2 games and react to 2 shows. That would be doubled. Doubled. I would literally need a second computer that's exporting 24/7 to keep up. I currently export the 4K videos overnight. One of those videos takes overnight. I would need a separate computer running 24/7 to keep up with the amount of content. That's how insane it would be. Don't even calculate the editing time. That's nuts, eh? Think about the amount of content. I would have to upload 4 videos a day on the reaction channel not to fall behind. 4. Like, that's virtually impossible. I think people that's why I'm shocked when content creators are like, I'm working full time. I'm like, how many videos do you upload? Once a day. And I'm like, what? Oh yeah, if you have the money. Well, step 1 is having enough money to be able to live off content creation. And then that means I don't have to go to work, because my work is the content creation. And then it's growing to a size where you can afford an editor, because then you're going to be paying someone part-time to work. But you need to make sure that you don't, not have money to live, because then you end up going to get a job so you have enough money to do, you know what I mean? So there's a stage. So if I'm editing all day, every day, and streaming, I don't mind. Like, I do that on the weekend. I'm going to do that now. I already do that 2 days a week. And my evenings, Monday to Friday. But if I was doing that full time, then it would be strategically, if the amount of content I'm pumping out is generating more income than the cost of an editor to edit it, then I'm better off streaming more to create more content, because doing the stream makes more money. Then I can pay the editor to edit it, so I can streamline more content. But again, that all comes down to like the community, because ad revenue's fucked. We all know this. Ad revenue's beyond fucked. You either need endorsements, or you need sponsorships, or you need people donating, which is what we actually rely on. How many more sub patrons do you need? We have about 120 this month. We had 125 last month. So for 2 months, we've averaged 120 plus, which is amazing. We need around 300 consistently. And plus there's Twitch. The go with Twitch is Twitch takes half. So imagine $5 times 150, that's 500, 750. Twitch takes half, I get 375. So Twitch takes half, like Patreon takes 20%. So, I mean, 20% is a big chunk, but 30% of 100 is $30. Times that by 5, 150 bucks. So for the number of subscribers we have on Twitch, I would get an extra $150 to $175 if there were patrons instead, which is significant. $170 a month pays the internet bill and the phone bill, like, done. That's like those two bills done. That's how I look at it. And I calculated that I need around 300, 350 regular patrons in order to sustain enough to live. In Japan, not Australia. When we hit that number consistently, and then I'm going to start scheduling things. And then I'm going to start scoping out, okay, this is where we can live. This is how we can move, you know, all that sort of stuff. And there's obviously going to be a time in between when I start putting money into the rainy day fund and things like that. But as soon as that starts happening, when we call it quits and I literally start relocating, that's when the floodgate just opens. Like, when we set up in Japan and we start full time, imagine the proverbial floodgate of content. You are going to struggle to keep up. You will have to pick your battles. You would be like, I'm watching this anime and this anime, and I might watch the two later because there's going to be 4 running side by side. 8 hours a day of streaming. That's insane. And then like 4 games running simultaneously. Or it'll probably be like 3 games because I think 4 is biting too much. I think 3 at a time maximum is a good number because you would just get flooded. You'd be moving too slowly. You're better off moving a little quickly on 1 less game than moving slowly on 4. There's like a balance thing. Whereas with anime, if you're watching like 4 episodes a week, that's kind of okay, pacing wise, because you don't want to overdo it because people will fall behind. So you kind of don't want to go too much, but you don't want to go too... It's... I'm still trying to get the balance right. I'm still struggling. I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, there's all these things that come into play. And that's when the floodgate just opens. That's when shit just goes nuts. That's when we're just able to hit everything. That's when if a new anime comes out for a new season and everyone's hyped about it, it's like, cool, we'll watch that one. Oh, there's another one. Cool, we'll watch that one. And we've still got 2 slots for old anime. Be careful not to hit burnout. I've been through burnout, and burnout is... I know what burnout is. I've burnt out making Warcraft content. I was creating guide videos and they were hitting more than 100k views in the first week. Like, I was there. And at that time, we were at almost full-time numbers because of YouTube ad revenue. We were at those numbers. And then the Adpocalypse, the first one hit, and we still came up to almost full-time numbers. And then the second Adpocalypse hit. It was still making decent money because 100,000 views on a video every week is decent. Especially if you can do more than 1 video like that a week. Like if you can pull out 300,000-400,000 views a week, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. Like, you could pay your bills. The problem was that I would release the video, and because I released it, so many people in the game found out about that way of making money that everyone started doing it. It started crashing the economy, and then Blizzard would hotfix it. They would patch it. They wouldn't even wait the full week to patch it because hundreds of thousands of people were watching the videos. So as soon as I found, say for example, a mob in the game that dropped a certain item with a higher drop rate than they originally anticipated, which would enable people to grind something that they expected would take 3 months in 2 days, they would hotfix it. And so the video guide that I made would no longer be accurate because, you know, they're like, oh, fuck, we're patching it. You know, it's too good. And then what annoyed me was I would wake up and I would have like 100 notifications. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, people watch the video. And the comments were all like, fuck you, this doesn't work. Fuck you, you're lying. Fuck you, this... And I'm just reading through the comments going, what the fuck? After spending 20 hours filming the video, I would farm for 6-7 hours, videotape the whole thing, you know, speed it up, and then show people the result, and then do the math, and then compare it with another, you know, did all of that analysis for them. And then after I shared it, everyone started doing it, they hotfixed it, And then everyone was screaming at me that I'm faking it, that I'm lying it, even though I'm pretty much one of the guys that let everyone know in the first place. And then every single time I just felt like, why am I doing this? It came to the point that I started hating it. I started hating playing the game because I was getting nothing but hate despite trying to help people. There was a good chunk of people that were, thankful, and I loved it. Like the first day of comments was always like, thank you, this is awesome, blah, blah, blah. But the remaining 5-6 months afterwards was all like, you're a fucking cunt, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that. And then there were other people that made similar videos. And then I made a video about something, and it turns out another YouTuber would have made a similar video 6 months ago or something. Wow, World of Warcraft, 20 million people play the game. Who would have thought 2 people had the same idea? And because they were a content creator, their fans just like went nuts and ripped into me. And the video exploded within a month. It went up like 50,000 views, but it was all hateful. And a lot of people were like, I'm going to find where you live and pull out your spine and da-da-da. And I'm like, and I'm reading this just going, And at the same time, we discovered Danganronpa. And then I started watching anime again to escape the comment section of the channel. And then I was like, I'm going to play Danganronpa. And I played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid at the time on the channel. No one watched it. And most of the content I was making at the time was World of Warcraft. And I was getting hate for it. So I was getting hundreds of thousands of views. But it was making me miserable and unhappy. So I did a 180 and started uploading Danganronpa videos and gameplay videos that were getting like 10 views. And I didn't care. My subscriber count was crashing. People were like flooding the videos going, where is this? Where is the guide? Where is that? And I was literally like, I'll make guides once a week. And I made guides once a week. And it was a chore. And then we hit like 30,000, 32,000 subs. But because I was getting disinterested, we stagnated. We reversed. So our total subscribers on the channel that we got is closer to 70, 80,000. But because I decided to stop making that type of content, because it was just toxic as fuck, people started leaving. But the number of people joining and the number of people leaving was always like this. So our subscriber count was like this for over a year and a half. And eventually the tipping point was our channel was being recommended to a lot of World of Warcraft players. Like we were a notable channel in World of Warcraft, but I didn't want to do it anymore because it was just so negative. And then eventually the tipping point came that we're a channel that plays more than just World of Warcraft. We also play Danganronpa. And then the Danganronpa video slowly started being recommended to people that were watching playthroughs. And then slowly the community for the gameplay started growing. And then all those negative fucks in World of Warcraft disappeared because they all unsubbed, they all left, and so the comment section stopped being uranium. And then slowly, like, the people that stayed were always like, oh, are you getting back into World of Warcraft? I'm like, yeah, I'll watch the cutscenes, I'll watch the cinematics, but I won't be doing guide videos. And they're like, but they were really good. I'm like, I know, I can do them. I enjoyed them for a while, but I can't do that anymore. Like, I'm not doing it. It's like, I don't care if it's 100,000 views. I don't care if it's 500,000 views. I don't care if that's the way I can go full time because it would make me miserable. It would make me really miserable. And so I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it anymore. And I still continue to play the game. I got currency cap in the game twice. I bought, like mounts and shit, which are vanity, which are like, you literally have to have maximum currency into game to buy some of this stuff. Only a handful of people online have it. And I'm just like, hey, Matt, have one for free. Because, he bought us a graphics card when our one died. So it was like, you want it? Have one for free. He just whips it out every time he's playing online and everyone's just drooling. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, it's virtually nothing. That's how good our guide videos were. They were the shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore because it sucked. It stopped being fun. And so I started doing things that are a lot more fun. The gameplay videos, the anime reaction videos and whatnot. And it was the same thing that it was when I was making videos for less than 10 people. I spent hours editing it. I rushed to university to upload it, and I poured a lot of love into it because I enjoyed it. But the thing that made it different from the popular videos, particularly the Warcraft ones, was that the comments I got on the gaming and the Let's Play videos were genuine. There were people that enjoyed the franchise and, you know, wanted to comment, wanted to discuss and whatnot. And you'll see it in a lot of the comments for Danganronpa 1 and 2. There's like literal threads in the comments, me chatting with people and other people chatting. We had full-blown discussions, and I loved it. Because fans of the game wanting to talk about the game, and I wanted to talk about the game with other fans. And I wasn't live streaming, it was Let's Plays, but I wanted to talk with people. It was fun. It was what I loved about World of Warcraft back in the heyday that disappeared. And so I started getting to more of these games, and I'm really enjoying them. And I'm discussing them, and I'm playing them. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me how many views it has. I don't care. And I don't mean that in a negative sense that I don't care how big our community is. I do care. I care because I want our community to be big and flourish and have big discussions and have a lot of people and have an awesome party. I care about that. But I don't care about being bigger than someone else. That doesn't matter to me. Because if I was chasing numbers, I'd go chase what's popular. But I know that would make me unhappy and miserable. And that's what happens to a lot of creators. They chase what's popular, and then they burn out because they're unhappy. If you're doing something that makes you happy, you won't burn out. Burning out is just exhaustion of doing something that makes you unhappy without a break. This is my break. I work Monday to Friday, and I work. Like, I'm a team supervisor. I'm in my 20s supervising people in their 30s that worked for Fortune 500 companies. So I work my butt off, but it's work. This is my break. I can't get burnt out from this because I enjoy it so much. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna read. I hate reading, but I'm here because I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it. I have a big fucking smile on my face and I'm energized for the rest of the day. And I even come here at evening when it's like 8, 9 p.m. Hutchins gone to bed and I stay up till 2 a.m. to edit, make thumbnails, export, do SEO, do all that grunt work. Why? Because this is what I fucking love to do. And by doing that, there's going to be more people that turn up on Saturday, Sunday mornings and Anime Mondays and react and discuss and enjoy. And it puts a big smile on my face. I can't burn out from that. I can burn out from work. I can burn out from making tedious videos when people start screaming at me. But this is just enjoyable. I check my comments. Like when I'm on my 3-minute break, I'm actually checking my comments on the YouTube. You might notice this. You might notice me reply to your tweet or like your tweet or comment to your comment on YouTube. During my 3-minute break, I'm cooking a coffee while responding to comments. I love checking the comments. I love it. I check my comments here, someone's discussing Invincible. I check another comment, someone's discussing Full Metal Alchemist. I check the gaming channel comments, someone's discussing NieR, or Danganronpa, or Persona, or discussing SMT that we're about to start in a few months. It's fucking awesome. I love it. When I need an escape at work, I just open up my YouTube app and my Twitter and I start chatting with people. It brings a smile to my face. I can't burn out from that. It's my vacation. I love it. I absolutely love it. And if I have to edit a few videos late at night, who gives a fuck? I'd rather do that than all the shitty paperwork I do at work. The amount of tedious paperwork I do at work, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And honestly, if I was chasing popular videos on YouTube, they don't pay enough to justify it. If I have to do tedious, boring, soul-crushing work, YouTube doesn't pay enough for it. Unless you're hitting millions of videos consistently for every video, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, it doesn't pay enough. The Warcraft videos I was making prior to the adpocalypse were thousands of dollars per video. Back before the first adpocalypse, the guides that I was pumping out every week that would get about 40,000-50,000 views were generating about $2,000-3,000 per video in the first week. I could have gone full time at that point, but I didn't want to risk it because I knew how unstable AdSense was. Then adpocalypse happened and that halved. 2,000-3,000 became 1.5 to 2,000. Of course, the number went up, so the amount of ads sort of slowly went up, but you get my point. And then Apocalypse 2.0 came up. And then a video of about 100,000 views would get maybe $1,500. $1,500 to $2,000 per video of 100,000 views. And you might think, that's not bad, you can pump it out every week. But it was miserable work. And I get paid more than $1,000 at work. So if I had to choose between people online being toxic as shit or people at work being toxic as shit, I'm going to pick the one that pays more. Right? So I stopped doing the toxic shit online. Because fuck that, I don't need that in my life. So yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to burn out. It's impossible for me to burn out. If I'm getting sick of editing something, I just start editing something else. I piss myself laughing when I'm editing some of the anime reactions. I was editing out JoJo and I was laughing at myself at losing my shit every 5 minutes about them ignoring physics and science. I'm like, oh my god, you were so innocent. And then I'm editing out ReZero and I'm like, you think you know what pain is. And then I was editing out like a Persona highlights video for the Valentine's Day thing and I'm like, oh man. And then I was editing out the Danganronpa execution compilation. And then I was like, oh man, oh, the pain, you know? That was fun. That was fun. A lot of fun. And you're absolutely right. I'm already toxic enough myself. Like, why do I need more toxicity? Why do I need more toxicity than this? I've already got enough. So yeah, don't worry. If I was doing this double, I would be more relaxed. Because I wouldn't have to spend 8-9 hours at work. You guys are going to laugh. But my work is not difficult. It's tedious. However, I have to sit in on 2-hour meetings. Trust me, it is soul crushing. 2-hour meetings where they're discussing strategic goals, revenue numbers, targets, laws, this. And then, like, out of fucking nowhere, they'll be like, this is right, isn't it? And I have to, boom, on the spot, come back with an answer. And I have to know it on top of my head. And they'll ask me something like a number or a percentage or a cost center or something. And I have to know it. So I'm sitting in a 2-hour meeting on the off chance that they're going to ask me a question for confirmation. That's what I'm getting paid for. I'm not getting paid for how much work I'm doing. I'm getting paid for the knowledge that I have about my organization and about the teams. That's what I'm getting paid for. I'd argue that I'm getting overpaid, but it's fucking soul crushing because after a while, I'm starting to go, wow, I see why people take drugs at work. Having to pay attention to 2 hours of meetings that have nothing to do with what you're doing, you start considering killing yourself at a certain point. So if I was in the office and I had to wear a suit and I had to sit into these meetings and be like, don't fall asleep, 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 I would go nuts. But since I'm sitting at home and there's a webcam and you can just sort of, you know, take a video of yourself and loop it as a video source into the webcam and they think you're pretty much paying attention, but you're not. I don't know, I fucking vacuumed the whole house the other day while sitting on a meeting. I cooked lunch. I did the dishes. I did some weights, you know. I cleaned the garage. I did all these little things while at work. That was okay. But if I was forced to go at work, I would struggle. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, don't get me wrong. It's some people's dream job. But fuck, man, that's depressing. That is depressing. And they're like, oh, but you're pretty much just shy of a 6-figure salary in your 20s. You should be jumping over the moon. It's over 6 figures if you calculate all the bonuses that we get. And I'm like, you don't realize how fucked you get, don't you? I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, anything you get paid over 60, 70 grand gets taxed at 37 cents on the dollar. You're getting fucked royally via taxes. So the more you work, the more diminishing returns you get. And you're spending longer hours at the office. When you join a company, you have so much free time in between. You might attend 1 or 2 meetings a day for 1 or 2 hours a day. I'm now attending 6 hours of meetings a day. 6 hours of meetings. Which means the amount of work I actually do is about 2 hours. And that's me preparing to guide teams and action things. The rest of the time, I'm just reporting to my superiors. 6 hours a day? Jesus Christ. I'm a bureaucrat. I'm a corporate bureaucrat. And then they're like, oh, we need something by tomorrow morning. And I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for telling me at 4:30. And they're like, yeah, we have a meeting with our managing director tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. We need it by then. At 4:30 on a Monday. That's why we skipped one of those anime Mondays. I was up till 12:30 a.m. doing paperwork. Because they didn't tell me they needed something. They're like, oh, we need this. By the way, we need it by tomorrow. It was supposed to be done by, you know, just backdate it. Okay. I had a meeting with my direct reporting manager and another reporting manager, and they just swapped around vice presidents, as you guys know. The previous one helped me get my job because he really liked me. So I'm like the young one in my job. People in my job are like 35, 40, 45. And so I'm always getting a lot of shit for being young. People always assume I don't know what I'm doing. And they sliced and diced my team a little bit, and they're taking resources from my team and putting them in other parts of the organization to improve efficiency. And they were like, oh yeah, so how are things going with the changes and whatnot? I'm like, we'll manage, but I have a few concerns that I'd like to forward to you guys. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, you guys are moving this person into this part of the organization. You're moving these 2 people into this other company under our umbrella. And like, yeah. And I'm like, if we remove them from our team, we're gonna be missing skill sets, because this person does all our digital campaigns online. He is the go-to person in our company for setting up digital campaigns, mailing lists, modifying the website, and fixing anything when it goes sideways, which happens quite a bit. Yeah? So he's moving. This woman is responsible for running all our business enterprise campaigns targeting CEOs and CTOs and CIOs and all that sort of stuff. And you're sending her over there. And this person is in charge of creating all our corporate events, you know, booking tables and lunches and dinners with executives that we do to sign multi-million-dollar deals. Yes. And she's moving over there. If they're all moving over there, is the expectation that all these things that they have agreed to deliver to all these other teams that are connected, that they won't be delivering it? Because as soon as they move to other teams under a different reporting line, they have a different priority from our organization. So does that mean everything that's been allocated to them and they've agreed to deliver within the next 3 months has been called off? Or are they expected to still deliver that according to the original time frame, all while doing all the new work from their new team? And they're just like, that is a good question. We will get back to you. And I'm like, oh, by the way, they're also performing tasks which aren't on their job description and isn't seen on this work chart. How should we call those things out? What sort of tasks? Well, for example, this person was programming our nurturing program. What a nurture program is, you basically go on a company website, we grab your IP. We start following you around. Then if we notice that you've gone back to our website or gone to a competitor's website looking at a certain product, we log it on our system. And once you hit like 100 points or something, we gauge that as an interest level. We actually send someone from sales to call you to discuss that product. Now that system is what generates 90% of our revenue, but let's not talk about that. But the point is the person that's actually running that system, it's not actually part of their job description. They're doing it on the side and they've just been reallocated to another part of the business. So who's going to do that? So anyway, I bring this to the attention of my boss's boss, and he's just like, I'm like, you do realize that's going to stop functioning the moment they leave, right? So who's going to replace them? And he's like, and I'm like, isn't that a critical resource in our company? Wouldn't that crashing, fuck us irreparably, causing us to lose market share and growth and revenue and sales and cost us tens of millions of dollars in the first quarter alone? And they're just like, and I'm like, yeah. So yeah, that's the question I have. How's your day? That's basically my job. I am duct tape. I am the duct tape in my little division of the business. I hold together a bunch of critical pieces of infrastructure that if weren't held together would fall apart. That's the only reason I'm there. I understand how the business works and who does what. Because the business doesn't understand it themselves. And that's why they pay me just shy of 6 figures. I'm just duct tape. I don't do any work other than that. A bunch of reporting and highlighting of shit like that. That's my work. I mean, occasionally I have to deal with something of like, something goes horribly wrong or someone catches COVID and I need to reach out to different teams and tell them, look, this isn't going to be delivered because this person's in fucking hospital. They're not going to be able to finish this by the deadline because they're on a respirator. Just thought you should know. And maybe tell our customer, because you signed a deadline on a contract. Why the fuck did you sign that? And we don't want to get sued. Again. I am the duct tape. So yeah, if I wanted to do miserable toxic work, I would do that. It would pay a lot better than YouTube. And this is my break. Talking about emotionally and psychologically damaged people while listening to the music in the background. So good. I feel like you would relate a lot with the protag of Catherine with this conversation. Probably. I relate to a lot of... I'll sum it up this way. We grow up idolizing Batman. That's childhood. Adulthood is realizing that the Joker had a point. I'm just a corporate cog in the wheel. And I know that. And as soon as someone stops realizing that I'm an important cog, they'll probably make me redundant. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. So I'm just trying to make my footing in the world before that happens. Because corporate is cutthroat. It has nothing to do with how much value delivered. It has everything to do with how you're perceived and what your reputation is and who you know. And quite frankly, there's a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. You have to be a megalomaniac to succeed in that environment. You gotta toot your own horn. You gotta ghost publish articles and post on LinkedIn and do this and do that. And I'm just sort of sitting there going, I don't care. It's like, but that's the only way you'll become VP and one day CEO and get paid $250,000 or $500,000 a year. And I'm just like, dude, if I was gonna whore out my my principles and stuff, I'd hope to get paid more than that. Because fuck me. It's fucked. I see people that don't even see their family on the weekends, and it's just messed up. Their family life is in shambles. You know, their wife or their husband's cheating on them. They haven't seen their kids. They don't even know what they're up to. They've missed birthdays. You know, all this sort of crap. But, you know, they got a fancy new car that they drive to and from work every morning and evening. Winning, right? Winning. Fuck. Fuck that, man. All right. So next week's gonna be fun. See, that's a discussion that I'm gonna cut out its own separate thing about burnout and going full time. Are you talking about if you would play this game? What game are we talking about? I love how we somehow reached this topic. Well, this topic came out because you guys were talking about be careful of burnout. And I can't burn out. You guys know why. Like, I burnt out a long time ago at work. Like, I'm a zombie at this point. I just do the function that I need to do, get paid, and I leave. When I joined the company, I was so motivated. I was putting out 130% of what I was expected to do. And then I realized what I was doing was completely pointless. Like, I completed all this good stuff, and it was literally just dropped on the ground. And after that, I lost the motivation to go so well and beyond, because I saw that it goes underappreciated, and sometimes it doesn't make a difference. And so now I'm just doing my function, and that's it. Like, oh, okay, cool. I did my job, I got paid, I don't care. No one else does. I'm just making our corporate overlords in Singapore richer, you know? Making their pockets a little deeper. I mean, that family's already got billions of dollars. What, I'm just adding a few dollars to that pile? Fuck that shit. I don't care. Alright, corporate pro tags aside, this was an amazing stream. I had a lot of fucking fun. Tomorrow's the Devil May Cry one. It's probably going to finish and end with a meme reaction. So I hope to see you guys there. Monday, Attack on Titan and Overlord. Again, we're edging closer to the end of Attack on Titan. Afterwards, Overlord, which means another anime vote is imminent. I will, in the very near future, start reacting to Dragon Ball Super as part of one of the anime reactions. I wanted to get this backlog shorter before I picked another anime project. So as soon as I feel that the backlog is short enough, I'm going to start Dragon Ball Super. That's probably going to be a bit longer term. I'm not sure how many episodes it is, but it's something that I've watched ever since I was a kid. I'm a huge fan of the show. I love it. I love the show. I still pump the music while I'm doing weights. I love this. I love it. I love it. I mean, if you think I'm passionate about some of the shit now, just wait till I react to something which I've been a fan of since I was a little kid. You have no idea. Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, as always, that helps us grow, get more people in here. It's going to be, it's a party. I love it. I absolutely love it. I hope to see you guys there. I will be hanging out in the Discord during the day. I will be doing editing and pumping things out and uploading them all day. So, you know, do enjoy, get some rest. And thanks for joining me. It's 131 episodes. That's, yeah. So if we average the episodes are 20 minutes, right? If it's 20 minutes an episode, I would say most episodes will take us 30 minutes to watch. Unless there's something really dense that happens, which could probably take an hour. So it's not too bad. 131 episodes isn't horrible. Full Metal Alchemist was 64. And it took us a while, and it was an awesome ride. An awesome ride. This is double that length. I've got a lot of nostalgia with the show. So it's definitely something close to my heart in that sense. It's gonna be a fun ride. Unless you skip the movie recaps, you can heavily lower this number. Let's just watch it from episode 1 to 131. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. There's going to be a bunch of people watching that haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. We need to convince Matt to finish watching the Namek arc. God damn it, just fucking watch it. And then we can enjoy it, discuss it, go nuts. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody. I haven't seen a good Dragon Ball Z fight in a long time. From 131? Wait. We're gonna watch 1 to 131. Who gives a crap? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Just fucking bite the pillow and do it, man. If it's a short episode that's a recap, there's not gonna be much discussion. So we're gonna end up watching 2-3 episodes an hour. Don't worry about it. Let's just do it. It's Dragon Ball Z. No need to discuss it too much. Will Goku finish casting his Kamehameha? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's basically it. Do you know the guy that voiced Captain Ginyu was also the guy that did the outros, and he passed away? That man was the voice of a generation. A voice of a fucking generation. I respected that man because you could always trust him. And he never gave you an answer. He never gave you an answer. He only asked questions. I never knew he was Captain Ginyu. Like, could you imagine like they had the Ginyu Force coming in and then one day one of the VAs was just sick? It's like, but we need a fill-in for Captain Ginyu. And you just see this guy that just does 2 lines. It's like, well, this guy only records 2 lines. He's got plenty of time. It's like, we need to stand in Captain Ginyu. And he just aces it. It's like, you're Captain Ginyu now. Call that other guy. Hey, other guy. You're no longer Captain Ginyu. Fuck you. Just imagine that call. It's a good show. It's a good show. And it has its moments. It has its moments. It can be funny. It can be sad. It can be epic. It can be a million things. It's a good show. It's a long show. Do not get me wrong. It is fucking long. But 5 episodes a week we got as kids. 5 episodes a week. And I'll tell you what, everyone fucking woke up early in the morning not to miss out on Dragon Ball Z. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, we wouldn't get up in the fucking morning. We would not get up in the morning. I remember I didn't want to go to an excursion at school because I didn't want to miss out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I was like, fuck that shit. I got my priorities. Alright. Let's end it here. It's 1 o'clock. Have a good weekend, guys. I'm going to see you guys on Discord, and I'll see you at tomorrow's stream. Till then, NicoB out. Bye.
Vice, you dumbass! Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us!